and watched Mattheus play in the past, dumb stuff is kind of what that's the name of the game. We're gonna be seeing
Love it.
we're gonna be seeing a healthy amount of down Bs, is all I will say.
Yes.
A healthy amount. Especially aerially, he's been known to use it just to kind of get his opponent off guard. It just kind of works sometimes. But two strong players, it's probably gonna be one of the closer matches we've seen in terms of like what we expect.
And Squirtle, definitely somebody who, definitely a character who can rough up Falcon. Small hitbox, hard to hit, good frame data, good movement, good combos. You know, got the works. But if mattheus is able to pile on its damage, then we could be seeing Quidd forced to switch onto that tried and true Ivysaur. There it is.
Yeah, coming out. I think we're already seeing the difference between like mattheus and then Quidd's earlier opponent in terms of how he's responding to being juggled and comboed by Squirtle and mixing up his DI and his defensive options. I think you can really see the level of play just coming out in that alone.
Ooh.
And there it is.
And it's actually it's so interesting how mattheus uses that too, because like Falcon is so much a run at you character, and like the little bit of delay that Falcon kick has, it's like you expect him to already be in your hitbox range. No, he's not. He's still charging up. He's still saying the name of the move that's gonna hit you.
Yeah. And yeah, aerially is, like I was saying, that's one of the things he likes doing. He likes to land with it a lot because people don't expect it. It's not a very conventional option.
It's not, but it has that like surprisingly useful landing hitbox. Hits pretty far to either side, can definitely shield poke. So it's got some utility.
It has. It's just, I think at a higher level of play, it's considered one of those. I don't want to say scrub move, but one of those.
We call those mix-ups. Wait, when
chump,
it's on.
I call it a chump check.
Sure. I mean, really, whether or not you call it a mixed up or a jump check depends on the tier of character we're talking about.
Yeah, and also
some characters, that's all they got, buddy.
Yeah. We'll call it a mix up for all.
Yeah.
It's a very colorful one.
A bold play.
Wave landing just to show you can't hit your shield button, or you see if you're feeling frisky with it.
Okay, I like the setting up pressure but not actually going off stage, like putting yourself in a position to make a play if you see something, and Nair too, getting the job done, sitting pretty healthy.
Oh, gonna get that roll, or not roll, sorry, gonna get that grab.
Great high recovery.
Yeah, use it. mattheus is using every kind of tool in the kit, which is great. But it's gonna find that jab lock on Wi-Fi to get into the down session. And one thing I'm noticing is that Quidd is starting to catch on to mattheus's aerial down B shenanigans, especially in ledge. So he's not gonna be able. mattheus isn't gonna be able to get away with too much more. But Quidd just kind of racking all this percent on with Squirtle right now, doing such a good job at keeping his advantage state, even if he's not continuing the combo necessarily.
Right, yeah. Forcing lots of landings, forcing lots of recoveries, which is like all that you like. It's everything that you can ask from your Squirtle. Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Falcons are gonna try and juke you with that move every single time.
Yeah. And the good ones can juke you with it.
Yeah. mattheus going for a lot of high recoveries, which you really kind of have to do against Ivysaur. And this is the point where like you really have to avoid every single move from your opponent, but your opponent is kind of like giving the amount. Oh my god, the drift back! I love you, mattheus. Love you. Love that recovery.
Yeah, great recovery. I think
huge recovery fan.
Yeah. Oh, that's probably just Okay.
Yup.
Thought he might go for the back throw, but I think he was looking for the mix, the schmix on it real quick. It'll take.
Yeah.
One of the things I think highlight in that match specifically is the ability to put yourself in the position to win. Not every single thing you're going to do is gonna be a big flashy combo for 60-70%, but constantly putting yourself in the right positioning to get the right reads, to get the edge guard.
Unless you're Squirtle playing against Falcon, then every combo is 17 hits long. Grr. Meanwhile, that was you mentioned like big flashy combos. That game was close until it wasn't, and the point at which it became not close was Squirtle doing like 70-80% damage and like holding advantage for so long.
It still was a little bit close, but it was like a nail biter for a while, and then it wasn't clear who was gonna win until the very last, but it still could have gone either way, especially with Falcon. Falcon can grab you at 0 and oh no. I'm dead.
Like Falcon down 100% on last stock, but you saw I saw Mattheus hit that down air or like that grounded there, and it's like oh this could be that could be it, and you have to have that confidence to go for those big combo starters, even like with your back to the wall there. Big damage coming out early from Mattheus.
I love his usage of that, because a Falcon gets a down throw into an up air, and you're thinking, okay, he's gonna go for an up air string, and then he conditions that to go shield. That
you hit that on Squirtle? You hit that on Squirtle though.
He's playing so. I want to say fluid right now. Yeah, there's that same up B again, conditioning shield and going for an up B on platform because you they're gonna shield.
Yeah, it's so hard to escape that.
Oh, he's playing so well right now.
Fantastic weight there. Catching on, trying to catch on to habits there. And a great use of throttle here from Mattheus, like picking the right spots to go in and picking the right spots to sit back and take a breath and try and find another opening as opposed to potentially overextending.
Yeah. Oh
wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I hit it from behind.
Sure does.
And unfortunate for Mattheus. I think Mattheus, what he's doing right now, he's playing very reactionary. Like he's doing a lot of jumps, trying to bait out options, and then punishing it. And that's good as long as Quidd doesn't start to adjust for that.
Yeah. And Quidd also doing a really fantastic job of using Razor Leaf to force Mattheus into unfavorable approach angles. But there's that up B, and up B at ledge, that's not canon, but it's still strong as hell.
Yeah, definitely. It has the power on it.
Yep.
And we're right back to this Ivy.
Ooh, the edge guards. Okay, forcing another recover high, drift back again. Juke. Ankles broken.
Yeah. I'd like to see Quidd kind of go for these fakes where he jumps up and then
oh my god, air dodge saved his life tonight, but
Lord.
Pizza Cutter comes through.
Active hitbox, gonna just decimate Mattheus there. And despite a really impressive first stock from Mattheus, we're at relatively even. Starting to put the Jets on again here, though.
And that second stock for Quidd was absolute textbook Falcon matchup combo edge guard. That's all you got to do.
It was generally
healthy diet.
Ivy sort.
Healthy diet of up B out of shield. There it is again. You can't shield on those platforms, buddy. And that's such a hard habit to break mid-match because you're conditioned to be like, okay, shield on platforms because you're gonna get sharked. Except no, this time you're sharked for shielding on platforms.
Yeah.
And now sticking on Ivysaur here, Ivysaur's really the low health beeping has already started.
Yeah, definitely. Just getting, both players playing nervous. And Mattheus, I think he got a little bit too antsy there, and he tried to challenge it, but he couldn't really challenge that hitbox. Gonna get F thrown. We'll see what the edge guard is here. Gonna be, doesn't time it correctly. Trying to force it.
And that was another really good delay from Mattheus. Oh, almost got a spot there. But up B's not facing the right way. And now stuck on Charizard. What are you gonna do? Are we gonna see a Flare Blitz? No. Oh my god, from across the stage.
I'm gonna be honest.
The sheer cojones, and once again,
Yeah.
shield on platforms.
that habit was just killed.
Yeah.
Just absolutely killed Quidd that game.
And those are so frustrating because like okay, my job is a teacher, so I teach music, and part of my job is like getting children to understand that like sometimes your hands are just doing things that your brain knows are wrong. And when the pressure's on, it's really, really, really hard to break those kinds of habits. And it can be really frustrating because it feels like you're watching yourself do something outside of your control. But man, what a clinic on just punishing one option from Mattheus there. We got a game three.
We do have game 3. I feel like we've had like 4 game 3s in a row, and I've been loving it.
Yeah, love
We've
it.
been getting a lot of really close matches. One thing that I think Mattheus needs to be careful of, despite that having a good game 2, they need to be careful of mixing in the down Bs in the right places.
Yeah, because maybe you are gonna get a ton of those side B or those up Bs on platforms, but when you have to expect that a player like Quidd, like a player of Quidd's caliber, when they're playing at that half stage, half screen away range, they're gonna be scouting out for that Falcon kick every time.
We're gonna go to town here though, so
yeah, and now this is another point where I raise the question of who controlled most of game 2, because while scoreboard says Matthews won and Matthews did Mattheus. Scoreboard says Mattheus did win. However, because of how quick that first stock was, Quidd definitely spent more time in that game winning. And that sort of constantly playing from behind, that can definitely wear down your mental over the course of a set.
Especially against a character like Pokemon Trainer, more specifically Ivysaur, where playing against it can be so oppressive at times. So constantly trying to make something happen that's Falcon can be really cannot be the easiest thing in the world.
Yeah.
See if you can make it back here.
Oh no.
Yeah. Able to use that neutral B and take the stock there. Has a solid lead here. Honestly, might want to switches right over, and now can just completely control the pace if he feels like it. Just like that.
Yep, and Quidd wants to stay right at center stage because, with those platforms are going to do you no favors if Falcon finds an up B. Those platforms are death traps. Oh, wow, catches it. Okay, 127. You don't have that much Legend Invincibility.
Yeah. And honestly, I really like this counter pick because one of the things it does well is it takes away the verticality that Falcon can sometimes get with those up Bs.
Right, yeah.
And also, it unlocks Charizard's back air and flip blitz to a whole new level.
That is absolutely true. But this stock from, this stock from Quidd should not be long for this world. But every percent that Quidd gets here is extremely valuable extra credit.
Yeah, I honestly. He needs to find a back. Yeah, not able to get an uppy while platforms around. If he can find a back air at ledge, providing it's not too stale, he could maybe be. Okay,
wow, from downtown.
Yeah, all the way across. I was not sure if that was going to kill him, to be honest with you.
Yep. And, oh, wow, max range Raptor boost, but Squirtle doesn't care, hits out of your own combo. Your combo's not mine.
He kind of linked that Nair into the Raptor boost, but the issue is the spacing was just slightly too out of him to really confirm.
Yeah. Honestly, with where the platforms are right now, I'm kind of surprised that we aren't seeing more Squirtle because Mattheus has not been teching those low horizontal angle trajectories.
Yeah. And Charizard showed up on Outed City, hit that forward air. Good job. You did great, Charizard. Okay, back at me.
Everyone did great.
Everyone did great. Mattheus just really needs a solid hit here at ledge.
Wow, that jab came in super clutch because that's easily a dead Ivysaur if Mattheus finds that up B.
Yeah, definitely.
Even like it's got even like somewhat stale with how much he's using it.
Yeah, but I feel like he hasn't been using it as much in the stock. Okay.
Ooh, but you know it's not stale.
Yeah. Able to come in.
That is a strong hit too.
Needs to be careful right now, getting juggled to next week, but able to find his way down. Let's even get anything started, but this Squirtle is just kind of putting up a wall right now. I think it's the best way to put it. Just those forward constantly.
Every single time he's gone for a follow-up against Squirtle, he's been hit out of his own combo. And so, like, if you really want to win against a Squirtle, just go for trades until... Oh, never mind. Never mind. Just go out, flashy combos. Flashy combos, baby. We finish off combos with there. That is optimal.
Yeah. So that was... Quidd tried to up smash on platform, and I'm kind of surprised why, particularly. Because he never